Kevin here from Group Mariana, developer of Playa Mariana here in Nicaragua. And for those of you who've been watching the development of the coastal highway, one of the interesting things that we've been discussing over the months has been how do you get utilities from one side to the other. And in previous videos that you've been watching, because our property is 923 acres and almost 3 kilometers in depth, the area in which the coastal highway comes through our property is within the first 450 kilometers and 2 kilometers from the beachfront to the main public road where you first originally accessed the project. So this road, not this road because right now I'm in the middle of the road distance between Playa Mariana and Masachapa, but on site, this is how you get utilities from one side to the other. So throughout the lands and the highway, you'll find and you'll see these culverts or these pass-throughs. You can almost see the other end, all right? And so what they've done is you leave an area like this and you put your pipes or your utilities through this particular pass-through. Now in some areas it's more exposed than others. But what happens is after the coastal highway is built, the fences that are sort of 6 meters that way and 6 meters on the side, you move the fences closer to the highway as close as you possibly can. And then for further protection of the pipes, it's not going to be a standard PVC pipe carrying water. You'll have a metal pipe. And then usually you'll have rings of PVC pipe that go over top of the metal one to give you more protection. And it's really the only way that they do it. They don't bury it underneath the highway and come out on the other side. That's just the way they do it. So we didn't really have much choice in the matter. So we'll do the best that we can to protect the infrastructure that goes from one side of the highway to the other and take the necessary precautions with security on site, protecting, those vital access points, because I don't necessarily like them to be so exposed, but they won't be that exposed. I'm on site right now with the actual coastal highway supervisor right there in orange, and we're talking with Eduardo, our site superintendent, you might say, in charge of all the civil engineering infrastructure. And we're discussing the ramps right now because on our site you might have seen the highway, how it's almost 8-9 feet in height. And so what we need to do right now is there is 6 ramps that they need to build from both sides of the highway to get and access our property, because of course I said the road splits our property. So how do you get down from one side and how do you get down from the other? So that's what we're discussing right now. And because they have 8 kilometers and every one of these properties has to have ramps, of course we're doing what we can to get ours built first.